Hello, everyone. Great to have you here. In today's webinar, we will show you how TrunCAD makes planning a hallway cabinet and a sideboard child's play. And we will also demonstrate how you can transfer the data wirelessly via CAD to BXF directly into EasyStick and therefore Mini Press Top. This collaboration between TrunCAD and the Blum Group gives a seamless process from the digital planning right through the very last hole. Our objectives are today to save time, reduce errors, and perfect drilling patterns without the complexity of CNCs. You can ask questions at any time using the chat features. Give us a message, which we will answer in the end of the webinar. Joining us in the studio are Yannick on my left-hand side.
Thank you.
Great to have you here. And Jürgen on my right-hand side.
Hello, everyone. Thank you.
Good to have you. I want to give you a little bit background information. Yannick Ruschmeier has been TrunCAD's head of marketing for 15 years now.
Thank you.
Can't tell by looking. So keeping job keeping you young, right?
Yes. It's all the stress keeping me.
Okay.
Yeah.
And on my right-hand side, it's Jürgen Sachtleben. You're the expert at Blum for machine,
Yes.
for assembly machines as well. And you are a trained cabinet maker and working with wood for 35 years.
35 years, yes. That's a long time ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Still like to work with wood.
With what?
Yeah.
Yes.
Have it in the fingers.
Yeah. All the 10.
All 10 fingers. That's great. Good. Then what it's all about today, TrunCAD speeds up your 3D planning by up to 90% with automatic parts lists and corresponding CNC data. And the Mini Press Top, which is standing behind me, processing machine from Blum, features quick connecting drilling heads, and also the drilling process is automatically, sorry for that, displayed via EasyStick. We'll see that later on. Thanks to CAD to BXF, we can seamlessly exchange the transfer, the cabinet and drilling data between the different systems. We are now ready, have installed everything what we need, and just in a real life project, Jürgen, we will start with the planning. So
Correctly.
have a seat, take your time. We'll come later.
Yes.
Yannick, can you give us a short overview about TrunCAD and what your main advantages are?
Yeah, sure. Thank you. TrunCAD starts in the history with having big knowledge and coming from a classic CAD. Now, since that, we've taken a different approach. We have put it the other way around. We've put the parametric designing at the front and the classic CAD work, like the classic drawing, at the back. That will save you a lot of time by just having a parametric surface where it's just drag and drop, click and play, using the smart clicks and everything to just design faster, easier. And usually we can achieve 95% of the planning, like all the projects, 95% of them in about 10% of the time. So creating those 90% faster. And then you've got the time for the for the really complex stuff, for the different stuff where you just need you really put a second thought into it, right?
Or also for the customer, for sure.
Yeah,
right?
sure. Also for the customer.
So we were talking before, and you said carpenters often do the same job twice. What do you mean with that, and how TrunCAD helps you with that?
Exactly. There's different ways where joiners and carpenters, they are doing the same job twice or the same thing twice. For example, if they're going to the customer, they try to explain to them what they are planning for them if they see the niche. Now, creating a hand sketch or creating a quick visualization that is then not corresponding with the actual production lists and production data. So they'll design it twice. Also, they will go back to the office, send it to the customer. If the customer wants changes, they have to design it again. So that is done twice as well. And then, of course, if the customer gets a quote, they need to redo it maybe because the customer wants something different. It's not okay with the pricing or whatever, and that means also they have to do things twice.
Okay.
So in the end, your customer has a seamless process. You visit them, you show them what you mean, they get a pricing, and once they say yes, it's up to production data.
Okay. You create standard templates for your customers that covers the bulk of planning, as you said before. Why do you do that, and what does that look like?
Exactly. So we are a big fan of having good processes also with our customers and customers that have good processes already in place. So a template is not just a template of any cabinet. It's just a how does the company work? How does the cabinetry usually work where they are? So that what connectors are they using? Hopefully mainly Bloom then in this case, of course. But also how are the back walls constructed, how's the plinth constructed, etc. So that there's a logic. TrunCAD thinks about the logic, checks for logic errors, and then of course reduces the risk for errors. And on the other hand, speeds up everything because it's just very well in the standard. And then you've got the time for the special bits where you need to go away from the standard.
Sounds great. We built you a special workstation here for you at home. It's made all with Bloom, of course. It's our so-called office tower, the smallest office in the world, as we call it. If you're interested in that beautiful thing, you get the plans and find more information on bloominspirations.com. So if you have a look there, you find great ideas as well. Coming back to you, Yannick, can you tell us and show us a little bit about TrunCAD's main functionality and how does it work?
Sure. So generally speaking, TrunCAD looks like this if you open it. It looks kind of like this because, as I said, it will always be adapted to whatever customer opens it. So maybe you have a different cabinet or just a single piece or whatever in the corner right here. Now, you see there's also a lot of dimensions right here. Everything you want to change, you do it in 3D using the smart clicks, using the millimeters right here. And if you want to add something, you do it from the top menu. And if you've understood that, you've already understood like 80%. So everything we're doing now, we do with the mouse and just the number pad. It's very important for us to have a software that works without 100 menus and sub-menus and then all the key combinations that you have to learn, etc. So what you're trying to do is, let's just say I have a quick example. We want to change something, so we click it, I said. So let's just change the position of the cabinet. So we click the positioning smart click. Distance to the left, for example, 1500, we press enter, and there we go. The software does the rest. Now that does not only shift things around, because you can also just drag and drop it, but for example, the height of the cabinet, now this really affects something where you usually have to change something, draw something new, just enter a number, press enter, software does the rest. Now, of course, there's also different functions like classic function, like copying stuff, but then also changing things in height. So let's say we have a lower cabinet and there's something already in. So we maybe go to the front and your customer says, okay, I want two drawer boxes in here. Now I want to change the height of this one because it needs to be a different kind of wardrobe. You can always change anything later on, like just make the whole thing a little bit smaller. Or if we have a look at it, you see there's already not just dummies, but actual draw boxes in here. In this case, you see we have chosen the Marivo. Of course, you can also choose plenty of different
Oh, and
draw boxes.
I think Marivo Box is a good choice. We stick
Perfect.
with that.
Perfect. So we're sticking with Marivo. And in this case, maybe the customer wants the upper draw box to be a little bit smaller. So again, we just click the draw box because we want to change a different dimension, 150, enter, and you see up here it's chosen the right size again. The upper one is smaller, the lower one is larger, and everything in the background runs correct. You don't have to double check with looking into the cabinet always, but just to show yeah, everyone that it actually works there.
That sounds very logical and straightforward to me. And you started planning our cabinet and our planning that we want to do today. What's the next? We planning here a wardrobe on the sideboard. So it's very easy with drag and drop, maybe the next cupboard here.
Exactly. So I'm just copying another cupboard. So I just copy the left one to the right again. Of course, you can also just drag and drop one from up here maybe. So there's plenty of ways to go for it. Drag and dropping is, okay, that's the wrong connector that I've put it to, but generally you drag and drop what you want to have in there, and the software does the rest of the calculation. Now, over time, of course, you will have a well-working library for your company. See, if you do it right, the software does it right as well. Now we want to fill up the space, so just an empty cabinet maybe, 1900, and let's just use this one with a remove back wall. So we just go to the cabinet, no back, because it should be an open area. And you see there's a parametric function for everything. So adding things to it, removing things from it, adding pieces, removing pieces, but also, of course, the interior you've been speaking about, drag and drop. So you just drag and drop, for example, a vertical, some horizontals, just add the number, how many things do you want of what, and then drag and drop it in. And the software does all the rest. It always comes with all the um, connectors, all the drillings, all the millings that maybe need to be done, and then you've got your cabinetry design just ready. And the customer sees what you do, he understands what you do, and he can reflect and say, okay, do I want maybe this area a little bit bigger because there should be an aquarium? So we put the height 950, enter. You see this area gets bigger, other areas get smaller, and that's good to go.
And how do you handle any retrospective modifications?
So let's say the customer wants something different. So maybe even in a kind of more complex way that also affects other things. So let's say we have, let's just remove this one. Maybe we have this right area now with 2 doors.
Okay.
We just do 2 doors in here. And now the customer says, okay, I really want this cabinet to be stretched out to the right a bit. So you can just say, okay, I just want it with 1500 instead, and the cabinet will be bigger. Now, maybe the customer decides, okay, I want it completely different. I want more dividers in there, so we can add verticals to it wherever we want. So you see it's a vertical in addition, but also you can exchange stuff very easily. So let's say we want to remove the doors again and make it a little bit smaller, maybe just 600, and have just one door.
So you're
So
very
it's very
used.
easy
It's
to.
it's easy. I can tell by from seeing you planning the things. But you are very used to the software. How long does it take that you get used to it, and how do you support your customers at TrunCAD for that?
So there's plenty of customers who just basically open the software and they are good to go. They because it's very logic where things are. Now we do have plenty of learning videos, webinars, online academies, etc. But there's also training for every customer. This can be in the onboarding process when they buy the software new, or it also you can of course also get a personal training. So it comes in different stages depending on what you need.
Mhm. So while Yannick is doing the sideboard, I can tell you the entire planning process was now live, no editing at all, nothing done in advance. So I think this demonstrates really good that the advantages of TrunCAD, and it's very, very fast. Um, so how does it look with our sideboard?
Um,
You can work and we can talk, right?
yeah, I can work with it, but I'm just also explaining at the same time
Sure.
what we're doing right here. So I've just been waiting for you. Created another cabinet to start off with the sideboard. So starting off with the sideboard, we're just going to change views. Of course, there's a lot of settings you can switch through. You can also, that's one thing where you can actually use key combinations, but we don't have to. It's just even quicker then. We move it to the right, and you see it's just the same again, just as we did before. Reconfiguring things, you click the number, add a different number, and the software does the rest.
Okay.
Changing the height, changing the width, the same. You click it, software does the rest. You add something to it, let's say cover panel, you click the cover panel, and that's it. Maybe overlap to the front. So there's a parametric function for everything. Now, if you want to have very special changes at single pieces, so for example, there can be a cable outlet at the side, or you want a free shape on one piece, Of course, there's a single piece editor for every single piece where you can have additional outlets, special shapes, rounded shapes, whatever. We'll stick to the normal shapes for this moment, of course, doing, of course, due to time reasons, and also sending it to the mini press then. Drag and dropping some draw boxes in. Again, everything's already in there, all the draw links, all the holes, everything's in it. And we can just, for example, now copy this to finish the sideboard. Now, what we're doing with copying, um, it's a smart process. We're also hitting pieces that should be connected, like the cover panel will now all the way go all the way through. So there's one piece now. And just like this, you're creating a very simple presentation for the customer, because if we're removing all the smart clicks, you can actually see, okay, that's something that looks already like an actual cabinet. Maybe the customer has some different ideas. Can be material, can be the door style or whatever. So of course, there's also a lot of door styles like framed doors, shaker style doors, and everything that can be easily adjusted just by one click. But of course, you can also choose with the customer their material. So drag and dropping material will show them, okay, that's how it looks in gray. That's how it looks in wooden structure or spray painted or whatever.
Mhm. I think it's very fast right now, but you're always looking up for other ways to speed up things at your workflows at TrunCAD. I've heard that you are working with using artificial intelligence, so you can take a picture and use that to create the final model. So does that mean that if my wife sending me a picture on Instagram or Pinterest, we can easily have a look and get a creation of that furniture?
Sure, that's the idea behind it. It's mainly for the Tron shop, because we have two different products. Number one being the TrunCAD software that we see right here, which is more for the professional side. We also have all the drillings, millings, everything. And then on the other hand, of course, there's the normal everyday person who maybe wants to design a cabinet on the joiners or carpenter's website, just bespoke furniture, designing on their website with their libraries, their materials, and everything. And that's what the Tron shop does. And there, the Tron shop makes it easy, for example, for going from a picture to model or text to model. But also in TrunCAD, we've created some nice AI functionalities, which is number one is a um, very smart render system, where you just prompt things and it gives you a nice rendering.
Okay, let's
And
have a
then on
look.
the other hand, we do have AI Room Reality, which is our way of showing the picture to the customer before the product is built. So we can actually import a picture of the customer's room, so like just a mobile photo or something like this, and the customer can import the actual cabinet in Room Reality, and then it's being displayed as photorealistic picture in their cabinet. So it's not just a rendering, but an actual picture of the room with the cabinet.
Sounds great. Can we do that here? Have a little bit of AI magic in our room?
Before the customer orders, maybe he just wants a nice picture of it. So let's just use the normal AI rendering now. We just started the render engine. There's our picture from before, and we are using the prompt on the left. So we can say, all right, let's generate a photo listing of the exact room that I'm sending. Please show the Bloom office from window, and also
So very easy, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, Yannick is here now typing with AI what we want to see in the picture, and within seconds we will have a great overview over that. And I think that really helps, because a lot of customers can't imagine how that will look in their room, or how the planning will look really when it's done.
exactly. That can also be used if you, for example, import a second photo You can also import like a special material that you want to show the customer. Of course, you can also just import it in TrunCAD. But for quick presentations, it's sometimes easy to give everything to the AI, and the AI gets you a perfect picture, and then that speeds up the customer communication.
And as you said, you also get the price list without in seconds if it's connected.
Exactly.
So that helps also.
So there's already the picture rendered. I've been writing in it that there should be a penguin sitting on top of the sideboard. So you see there's the little penguin up here. And there is the rendering of the cabinet. It didn't change anything about the furniture itself. It just put a little decoration. Now, of course, if you want something different, you can just tell it in difference to the last picture, do blah, 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 and it will do that. So yeah, that's very easy to handle. Now, if the
Great.
customer likes the picture, of course, the next step would be pricing, like the quotation for the customer. So you just click on File Export, and we just let it load for a second because it's creating the cutting list now, all the edging list, and the price calculation. So once
Here it is within seconds, as I said.
exactly all the cutting list, bill of material, order list, and everything is good to go. How many pieces, how many panels, and of course also how many Marivo boxes, how many dowels do we need, etc. There's a price calculation down here, and if the customer agrees to it, we can just send it to the Blum machine. We will get a panel optimization, how to cut the pieces, nice labels where there can also be barcodes on it, and then it can be imported very easily. So yeah, we can just do that.
Okay, and is that seamless workflow important for you at TrunCAD so that you have a reliable partner like Blum?
Yeah, sure, of course. Yes, reliable partners are very
Always
important in
important,
business,
for sure.
right? But especially working with Bloom, we do have a partner who's having very good standardized, reliable products where we know, okay, if we put this row in order for the holes, it will always stay the same. It's easy to reuse. It's easy to configure for new customers. And of course, that makes it easy in the order process, in the designing process, but also, of course, building everything up then.
Okay, and which Bloom products do we find in TrunCAD? Is there a huge list?
Of course, there's the drawer boxes, there's the hinges for the doors, there's the folding labs and everything. So there's plenty of Bloom products. And of course, if there's something new from Bloom, we try to integrate as fast as possible.
Perfect. Sounds good. I now need the data, please, for Jürgen. Can you
Yeah,
handle it to me?
yeah, I'll hand it directly to the machine. We don't need a USB stick. We just import it into the Bloom online system, and it will automatically, via the CAT to BXF converter, get you all the BXF data ready for the machine. And then you can just open it on the machine seamlessly. No USB stick, nothing needed. It's all online.
Perfect. Let's have a look whether our Wi-Fi is fast enough.
We save this, and we're good to go.
Thank you, Yannick. One other thing, you can ask questions. That's my reminder. Sorry for that. My reminder. Please ask us questions in the end of the webinar. We will talk about all the questions that you have put in the chat. Give us a short message, and then we will answer that. Jürgen, great to have you back here. Let's have a look.
Present.
Yeah, let's have a look whether the data is already here.
The screensaver, so we wake up. So in the first, we make a reference run. So we have the machine automatically to make the reference run and have the 0 point of the axis an x-axis and y-axis.
Okay, that you do in the morning, right?
In the morning, yes.
Every day when you start,
Yes.
reference run, then you save.
To start the machine new, that's the first, so the reference run, so you are always on the 0 point.
Okay, perfect.
So.
Let's do this. Looking fancy with all the lights. First the ruler moved and now the drill head.
It's the disco in the cabinet.
Yeah.
Good. Now we go to the file management. And now in our cloud and look for the cabinet. So we have a lot of cabinets in there. Okay. We choose our cabinets, make the import. And now we have the import here. Bloom cabinet. We can drill it directly here in the software, or we have the options to have it over a barcode scanner. You can plug the patched on the barcode on the panel. So you scan, and then you drill all the holes for the panel.
Okay,
easily.
that's if you have a huge variety of wood that you
Yes.
need and put it afterwards.
Good. So we load this cabinet from Yannick now in our working road in the EasyStick. So we see here all the panels, the bottoms, the sides, and the fronts. So the EasyStick computer calculate the drillings from the cabinet directly automatically with Yannick software direct. And we have now the dowels for the horizontal.
Okay.
So we have here in the back a horizontal gear with 3 10mm dowels, drill bits. We have also the downhole clamp
Okay.
we have to put in. So we have here.
On the right-hand side, it tells whatever you need, right?
Yeah, this is the adjustment side here, what you have to adjust. So we have the depth for the drillings and the height for the horizontal drillings. So then we have here the downhole clamp. So we have a one-hand easy clamping system, very fast and simple.
Okay.
Then we move the ruler to the position, and the machine moves automatically to all positions where we to drill. So the ruler are moved.
We need some wood, right?
You mean? Yeah, okay. So preparation here, aboard. So this is our bottom. So we have here the lights we have to touch with the board. So for the first time.
1 second.
Okay.
Before you drill, we have to tell a little bit, because normally an extraction system would be there. Ladies and gentlemen, Mini Press Top comes for sure with the extraction system, but because of our audio in the studio that we got, we decided to leave it off. But if you're drilling at your carpentry, you have to have extraction,
yes,
right?
Necessary. Or dust reduction is very necessary. So, okay, the start button is blinking, so we have to adjust on the horizontal drillings. Now we're drilling the first. So we have the first, so we go to the second one. Cut it, yeah. Okay.
And the third.
Third. So, now we name the air pressure to clean. So the first holes are now drilled.
9 holes within seconds.
Yes.
Now we would move on and make it on the other side.
The other side, we less. We save the time.
Sure.
I think it is easy.
Everyone saw it's easy, fast.
So you have this on both sides, to the left and the right side. You
Sure.
adjust to the pins, and you to the button to the next. You go to the next button. So we go now directly to the side.
Left-hand side, we're gonna do first.
So now we see here to adjust from the EasyStick software, we have now to drill the dowels in the side. So we missed this.
Would be same thing.
Yeah, it's the same thing. So we see here, okay, I have to change the drill head. So we have different drill heads. So we have here to use the 3-spindle drill head.
Okay.
For the dowels. Or we have also for the line drillings, we have drill heads. So you have this one for the line drillings, and all the pins are light up. And you use the line drilling head.
But we now doing the side, what we take?
One more for the hinges.
Okay.
Special with an insertion ram, so we have to press in hinges. It's also possible on the Mini Press Top. And we have the 11-spindle drill head.
The big one.
Yes. The next for the draw system. So we choose now the draw system. So we could get here the 11-spindle head to choose. So we have here the fast clamping chucks.
Okay.
For the drill bits.
Just
this is fixed
pull.
now, yeah.
Yeah.
Only to push, put in,
Everything's safe again.
Yes,
Perfect.
very easy. He shows me the drill bits where I have to put in. So the panel thickness to install and the depth adjust. So we are just do it before. So now we changed to the drill head. Also drill head inside. Clamping, remove this one. So, and now we moved, important to switch to the vertical drilling. Move the machine on the correct position. The machine is automatically moved.
Perfect.
Now it's finished. So we take the side. That's the front edge to the ruler. See it. Now we go.
And the orange light is showing where we have to put it.
That's the correct position for the running system. For the screws. So. Now we have the first. Then we push the button for the next drilling. The ruler
moves.
Yeah,
perfect.
magic. So we go to the next pin. Light up. There's the next. And this so far away.
We go on till we got all our parts of the cupboard.
We have here in the next also the fronts. So you have to drill the fronts, front fixing, connections. The ruler moved. Say which drill head you have to use.
Everything is shown on the screen as well. So easy, I will tell. Yeah. So Jürgen, what you would say is, as you showed, Mini Press Top is a versatile machine. What are the main advantages for you as a carpenter and also as an expert?
The benefits is also the precise. It's very precise from the positions for the drillings. It's very easy to create the whole positions for the dowels. You can build a whole cabinet completely with all the holes what you need for the handle, for the Blum fittings, for all Blum fittings. This is very comfortable.
Okay.
Planning.
And the X and Y, you're also versatile.
Always automatically.
Okay.
Right position.
And what numbers we got till up?
Okay. For the X-axis, the ruler with the extensions, you have 2,680 millimeters.
Okay.
Maximum, and in the Y-axis for 350. So with the 11 spindle head, we have to move in the front for line drilling in the middle of the site, and you need 3 line drillings. Also possible with this machine.
So it's really great to see how it easy works. Do you need any CNC experience to work with Mini Press Top?
No. You don't need CNC maintenance. As you do a craftsman, solutions is also more than enough.
You should not have 2 left hands.
Left hands, no.
But be a little bit craftsmanship. Have a little. Okay, then you can do it.
It can do it.
So what's next? We would be done with our cupboard. So
okay, I can show you the benefits included in the software. So we have only the move to position.
Okay.
We have the X and the Y axis. You can position on the 3 point what you need, what you have. So you can do a line drilling several points. You can save a own program for you.
So you can also work on the machine without any planning doing before. You can have there's a library where all the Blum products are in it.
All Blum fittings are included in the software. So we have here only for front fixings. So here's for the drawers, hinges, and for the lift systems. So we have the HF top. It's very complicated to calculate it about the catalog.
Yeah.
So you tried it before?
Yeah.
Yeah, you tried. Okay. Here you make it all the drilling positions over the planning dimensions. This is very easy for the customer.
Yeah. That would be 8 holes that you have to do.
Yeah, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8 positions to have drill, and you have an HF top.
Yeah. Okay, but EasyStick helps you to have that easy drill there where there's the red light or the orange light, and
minimize the error and patterns. That's very comfortable. Yeah.
Great. Okay. You would say that we've built furniture which is very easy because of the time, but you would say you could do whatever you like to with the Blum Mini Press Top and Easy Stick in a combination for furniture with some planning.
Yeah. With planning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Without planning, with planning, whatever you like.
Whatever you like. You can transfer the data from the Wi-Fi. So also is the possibility with the USB stick from a computer, as you don't need the Wi-Fi. This
Yeah.
is the option. And you can drill the holes in the whole cabinets, for big cabinets, for small cabinets, for all Blum fittings. This is easy to find. You need no, how do I say in English when you need the Fähigkeiten?
You don't need too much expertise.
Yeah, you need the expertise. It's very easy to learn. And in one day, I think you can work on it.
Okay. But Mini Press Top is not the only machine that we have at Blum. We also see in the back of you Mini Press P. What's the difference about that machines?
P is the vertical drilling machine. I have no horizontal drilling here. So you have also impossible with the Easy Stick computer. It's also possible to use an Easy Stick computer on Mini Press P. This is for the drillings for the Blum fittings. You can drill all the holes for the Blum fittings.
But
it's also in the vertical on your panels on the sides. The line drillings is also included. We have 2 drill heads.
Okay.
For the draw system and for the line drilling system too.
But it's more like the beginner machine, and that's the versatile
system.
Okay. Yeah. So great. Then it's gonna be your part, ladies and gentlemen. If you got any questions, now it's the part where we're gonna answer them. I will ask the ear. We don't have any questions yet, so let's wait some seconds. Maybe don't be too shy. Write us a commentation and we'll answer your question. We'll wait some more seconds. We will wait. You can answer questions. I really enjoyed planning and making the webinar with you.
Yeah,
it was really great.
Thank you.
Thank you for being.
Thank you for having us.
No question. No question. So everything has to be clear right now. Thank you very much for watching. You've seen now how planning, data transfer, and drilling all merge together to create a seamless process that's very precise, efficient, and reproducible. You will receive the recording of the webinar so you can watch it again and have a closer look if you like to. And for more information, let's have a look on TrunCAD.com and also bloom.com/mptop. So thank you very much for being with you and have a great day. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.